Okay, hi. I'm Kristen, or Kiki, whatever you want to call me, and I videoed this like 3 times. One time, well, the last time, I tried to upload it, but video size was too small, so 24 minutes. So I'm trying to cut it down, see if it works. But yeah, so I was wanting to do this video because I feel like me saying it would be a lot more impactful than reading it, just like a wall of text. So yeah, that's why I'm saying stuff. Sorry, I'm short of breath. Anyway, so 2 nights ago I posted something, rate your self-confidence on a scale from 1 to 10. And like 75% of people rated their self-confidence on a 4 or lower. That's a problem. And sorry, I keep thinking of cars. That is a problem, and nobody should ever feel like they're not good enough. Especially all those people who posted 0, or -0, or -10, whatever it was, 1. You know, that hurts, because nobody should ever feel like that. So I want to talk about that. First, a little bit about me, since a lot of people don't know me. We got like 3,000 members. A little bit about me. When I was 8 years old, I started, for some reason, to hone in more on people's weights. And it wasn't dangerous, really, to a nth degree, but it was kind of like a seed that started growing up until my teen years. And I'm only 16, so it's not like I'm this wise old lady. But my mom was like, you're growing, your weight will be fluctuating, you're going to gain a lot, or you might, not. And that did not sit well with me. I felt like that was just something she just had to tell me because of the fact that it didn't feel like it was like genuine or something. It just felt like something she said, and that obviously didn't help. When I was 12, 13, I started to develop an eating disorder, anorexia, and I ate for a few months anywhere between 0 to 100 calories a day. I counted. I was I don't want to use the word obsessed. I cared a lot about what I looked like, and it was never enough. When I was younger, I always felt, because I'm Asian, I always felt like I was put into a box, or I had criteria I had to live up to. So being smart, and intelligent, being pretty, and being thin. And I was not intelligent. I was just kind of still not. I was not what I felt was pretty enough or thin enough, and that just stayed with me a lot. And I was homeschooled. I wasn't bullied too much, but even those few times I was, that still made me question myself. And a few nights ago, I asked on the group for people to tell me their life stories, and it was so wonderful that I got so many people telling me theirs. Here's my cat, by the way. This is Sophie, and she's kind of fat, but I love her anyway. It was so sad because a lot of people grew up bullied. That's something that everybody goes through, and it does make you stronger, but I don't think that is a good way to make somebody stronger. Like, you shouldn't have to be mean to them to, yeah. You get what I mean. I have a hard time speaking, by the way. I have a lot better time reading. But, so, I read these people's stories, talked with a lot of them. I hope I talked with all of them. And these people have such low self-confidence, and they're adults. And, this all comes from being young. It stems from what's happened in their childhood and stuff, and a lot of mean stuff. Like, people were physically abusing some of these people that I talked to. And that's definitely not right. It's never right to mentally abuse somebody, but if you can, no abuse is right. That period. Anyway, so yeah, it just hurt to talk with a lot of these people who have low self-confidence, because I know what it feels like. I'm better now. Like this time last year, if somebody said something mean to me, I would cry. It didn't matter how small it was. If it was big, I would definitely cry. But now, I found out the other night some friends were BMing me or bad-mouthing me behind my back, and then they were nice to my face. Like, that probably a year ago would have maybe, like, quit AOL for, like, a week. But a few nights ago, I was just like, okay, I don't care if they don't like me. That's not my problem. But for a lot of people, the words that have been said to them, they stay with them forever. And they do stay with me too. I just try to not let them, control me. But like I said, for some people, it does control them, and their self-confidence obviously is very low because of that. And because people think that it's okay to do that. And it's not okay to do that. To be mean to somebody intentionally just because of something that they did wrong. Everyone's imperfect. You have no right to judge someone else. Yeah, so I did restrict a lot. I was never dangerously thin to the point where I went to the hospital. I was only around 85 pounds. Now I'm like 101. But I'm healthier now, so that's good. And I self-harmed a lot. You can kind of still see them. It's not really obvious unless you and then, I've had 2 suicide attempts, and I'm very sensitive to people who have had mental disorders of any kind, who are depressed, or who are suicidal, and it's just because I think I've been around that a lot, experienced it, and I've been around other people who have the same problems. And being around those people made me realize how much people honestly need a little confidence boost. So I personally make it a goal to, if I see somebody who says, oh, I'm not good enough, I message them and I try and reassure them that to me, maybe not to them, it's their truth versus mine, but to me, they are good enough, because just in general, there's nothing you can do to not be, you cannot go, this is par, in golf, this is par, you can always go up, you cannot go down further. And speaking from experience, I know, you can be, yeah. So, I just try to make sure people don't feel like they're worthless, because to some people, I complimented a few girls the other day, and guys, and some people are like, thank you, that made me very happy, and other people are like, I cannot believe what you're saying, because it's just, I can't. And that is because they have heard the opposite for so long that they don't know what it actually feels like to, love themselves and to be confident in themselves. And that's very sad. And yeah, when you've heard, it doesn't matter if it's truth or lie, when you have heard something for so long from other people or from yourself, it's very hard to accept when somebody tells you differently. So say somebody has told themselves or has had someone tell them continuously, or multiple people, they're not good enough, they're ugly, they're fat, they're stupid, for 10 years. They are not going to believe you when you tell them the opposite, because it's just how their mind has been trained to think about themselves. They're just not. And if you tell somebody, like I said, even if it's a lie, if you tell somebody a lie enough times, they're gonna believe it. You are, and I figured this out, you are your own worst judge. I see people say I hate people who are attention seekers, or I hate people who intentionally make are down on themselves for people to give them compliments. You know, there are people who are like that, but there are also people who have stuff going on in their mind, and they don't say that to get a reaction. They say it because maybe it helps to get something out, to just like throw it out there in the world. And they say it because it's their truth. It's what they believe, and no amount of what other people say will change that for them until their mindset changes for themselves. And it's like, and I mean, people calling other people attention seeking just because they do that kind of stuff, that's not right, because maybe they do need other people's approval, but when it comes down to it, like in the grand scheme of things, you don't need anybody's approval, and I figured that out myself. You just need to finally tell yourself, I'm beautiful and I'm freaking worth it, and that's enough. And I try to help people with that. I can tell them that as many times as I want, and it's up to them to believe it. So, my self-confidence challenge for you guys, to anybody, I mean, even the people who are 10s, like, good for you. Awesome. I winked. Can't wink. Good for you, because that's wonderful that you're confident and stuff. And, oh yeah, I like this quote a lot. It's, confidence isn't saying they will like me, it's, I will be okay if they don't. So, I think I'm at that point. Yeah. But yeah, my challenge for everybody who has low self-confidence is to look in the mirror every day. Find one thing you like about yourself. One thing. And it can be, you know, the same thing every day or something, but it's something small. It's like a baby step. And even if you're small, you're still moving. So what I tell most people when I tell them that is, look at your eyes. You might not like the shape of them, like mine. I don't really like the shape of mine, but if you like really look in your eye, like the color and stuff, it's like a marble almost. And if you're standing near like light or natural sunlight, which would be great because there's like a window right here, but like if you're standing near a window and you have a mirror or something in your phone, just look into your eye and it looks like extremely gorgeous, like a sphere almost, or think a glass. Glass is really nice and pretty to me, and then your eyes have color, even if it's brown or something. It still looks really cool to look into, and that's something small to find on the outside. Now on the inside, if you cannot find something about yourself, then you need to make something that you love, that it's wonderful to you. And for me, that's being kind to people, and it's also not caring about what other people say about me. And I'm at that point. Like I said, a year ago, cried. Definitely would have cried. Now, it's your opinion, man. If you don't like me, then that's your problem, not mine. Because, whatever. And, so people asked me what I was on that self-confidence thing that I posted. I'm a freaking 10 on who I am. I'm a 7 on, like, aesthetics and looks. I'm not exactly where I want to be with my weight and stuff. Because I'm recovering from an eating disorder. I do get very uncomfortable sometimes in public still. I always have it when I touch my collar bones a lot. Yeah, I do have still old habits and stuff. I'm trying to get better about that, but that eye thing really helped me. And I'm just finding more and more things that, even they're small, finding more things that make me confident every day. And I know everybody has that in them. It's just, it doesn't matter how big it is, you just need to start. And it'll, you know, you'll go from there. Like, the only way to go is this way, or this way. And you're, like, you don't go this way. You just stay where you are. So the only way to go is pretty much this way. So just start taking those baby steps, because eventually, I don't know if you can see, eventually like right here, this is your goal. And it's kind of long, day by day, but you're gonna get there. So, yeah, that's basically what I was trying to say to everybody. Also, don't apologize for being yourself or being, you know, having insecurities or flaws and stuff. I have a hard time talking to people, online especially. Like, I can talk to people, like, I can start conversations or get people talking and stuff, but I have a hard time with small talk, and if people want to know more about me or they, you know, push something upon me or pressure me, I just shut down completely. And for some reason, I've developed anxiety towards talking to people. I don't know why, but I'm trying to work on it. But I don't need to apologize for that. That's just part of what makes me me. And I mean, I can work on it because I am working on it, and that's okay because I don't want to be anxious when I talk to people. But, you know, that's just who I am. And some people apologize for what they look like or they talk like. I used to say a lot, I'm sorry, I'm so stupid. Now I just say, oh, I'm derpy. I'm sorry about that. I just have a little slow today. I shouldn't even say sorry for being slow today because I'm slow like every day. But, yeah, don't say you're sorry, you're stupid. Say you're sorry, don't say you're sorry at all. Don't say you're sorry for you're stupid. Say, oh, I'm just derpy. I'm just derping, because that's what I say a lot. Don't say, sorry for the way I look. Say, I'm freaking mean. If you can't accept that, then there's a door. There's not a door over there. Don't say sorry for not being thin. Don't say sorry for your weight, ever. Unless you're extremely unhealthy, which is like this big, or you're like dying and you're malnutrition, you don't need to change. Even if you were 500 pounds, there are definitely healthy ways to help you. If you have an eating disorder, talk to me, please, because I know it's like very hard to talk to people who don't have one. But if it doesn't matter if you don't have an eating disorder. If you're very thin and if it's dangerous, then try your best to get help. Or, you know, I can't just say eat more because it's not always that easy, but there are ways to get to your goal. And don't let that be other people's goal for you. Don't be controlled by irrelevance. Irrelevance has no power over you. Just don't be controlled by that stuff. You come first. Your health, your mental health, your overall health, it all comes first, and you don't need to apologize for that. So yeah, there's my like 20-minute speech about things, and I'm kind of like the more touchy-feely person. Yeah. But I'm proud of that. I'm not gonna apologize for that, even though some people don't like it. Block me. If it's an admin, because admins can block people, but they still see their posts in the group they admin. If you're an admin and you don't like me, just ignore me. But if you're a member and you don't like me, just block me. You won't see my posts. Worst comes to worst, I see your posts. That's not that big of a deal though, because if I go to your page and I figure out you blocked me, I'll just have another admin, like if you did something wrong, which I hope you don't. If you did something wrong, let's just have another admin talk to you. Like, I don't care if you block me. It's not that big of a deal if it helps your mental health there. So, yeah. So, I hope that this helps someone, because you're beautiful, and I want to tell everybody who has zero, or who's less than a 10 in self-confidence, that they're freaking awesome, because you are, to me. And you're going to wake up, you're going to, like I said on the post the other day, you're going to wake up and you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to say, I'm beautiful. You're going to just feel at peace with yourself. And you're going to love yourself, and you're going to say, oh wow, I am worth it. I am worthwhile. And I hope that day comes for everybody, everyone. So yeah, have a good day, guys. Mwah.